The strange sounds being heard around the world are very advanced mind control weapons that are being used upon the populations by the New World Order. It can now be reported that the sounds being heard in Kiev and other Baltic locations last August were actually experiments being carried out by the Russians upon their own people. These weapons are no longer in the experimental stage, and the assaults are not going to stop. The disharmonic frequencies they are using cause the simultaneous opening of the lower neurological centers, which tie people to very base human emotions, emotions such as sex, fear, and dread. With the opening of the lower and primary nerve centers, they are creating openings for demonic infiltration and possession. The demonic possession can, and indeed does, take place within seconds of being exposed to the sounds, even listening to the videos. They are also intent upon loosening of the soul itself, where it is attached at the lower neurological nerve centers. With the soul at loose attachment, a dissociative state occurs, where mind control is easily achieved. They are also intent upon separating the soul from the body entirely, driving some souls from their bodies, in order to create armies of automatons. These low-level sounds have a very terrible effect on the body, as they cause the lower nerve center of the body to oscillate at a lower frequency, to slow down in its circulation, and to open up. When this happens, the demonic entities can quickly enter into one's body. This lower neurological center is also the seat of the soul. This is a place where the soul is attached to one's body. When one listens to these sounds, they may experience an actual pain or vibration in the lower abdominal area or at the base of the spine. The sensation may be pronounced or very subtle. Many may not notice this strange sensation at all, as most people are not really focused on any inner sensations, but have their eyes and ears glued to the outside world. Please pay attention to what is being said here. This is not science fiction, folks. This is evil of the most hideous kind. It is not going to go away, and it will indeed get worse in the days ahead. Get yourself some ear protection, and also know that protecting your ears is not enough. The sounds can also affect you when your ears are covered. Get away from the sounds in any way that you possibly can. A bathroom may be the best place to enter if you become exposed. The Great Tribulation has roared to life in front of our very eyes, and brother will indeed rise against brother, and much of it will be the result of demonic possession and mind control. The globalists and their satanic alien counterparts, the fallen angels, who are none other than the Greys, the reptiles, the Dragos, and demons of every other description, are all out to destroy humanity. The information about the mind control technology that I'm sharing with you was revealed to Prophet Linda Newkirk by Jesus last September, when Linda sought discernment about what was occurring in Kiev. Please go to her website, prophecies.org, to learn much more about these warnings. The full warning from Jesus can be read in chapter 81 of book 12. Please do your share to warn others. You have now been warned because someone made the effort to warn you. Please pass it on. These sounds will soon hit the mainstream news networks and allow the Satanists to advance in their evil very quickly. You can help, and you can make a difference. It is also very important that you read chapter 78 in book 12. It is a warning about the false rapture and alien invasion that is going to be promoted by many preachers and televangelists. The false rapture will happen when economies collapse and wars break out amongst the nations. Many will think to escape the chaos and will not give a second thought to boarding the spacecraft when the skies become filled with them. You will suffer a very agonizing death if you board the craft. Once again, please read the warning at prophecies.org. It's in chapter 78. Many terrifying events are coming at us very quickly now. Please turn to Jesus before it is too late and ask to be forgiven of your sins. You may soon die in your sins, and you will have to pay for every one of them in the fiery chastisements of hell. Sins do not go away on their own when you stop sinning. You still need to ask for forgiveness, and you need to be serious about it, or your pleas will not be heard. If you have not read any of the testimonies of those who have been taken to hell and shown that it is real, you need to look at some of those testimonies. There are plenty of them posted around the web. Everyone is going to have to decide whether they are going to serve Jesus or Satan in the days ahead.